Alright guys, sorry for the low quality of this video because I'm filming on my phone and it's an old phone, so the pixel density is not great. But here I have some Kenner styled proton packs. Now this is the first go I had at making a proton pack. Just the design of the pack itself, because I wanted to make something that matched the original Kenner packs. Here I have a reissue, and while it's close, it's not exactly the same thing. So I'm going to get these two in the same picture here. There are minor differences, like the two tubes that run up under the hose, the angle of the hose, and the extra box that comes up out of the pack itself. Just some minor differences because I wanted to make it my own. Now, they're really close. I chose to go with a hole in the bottom. But the shell itself is something that was my first attempt at a proton pack. Now, I've since refined it and made the more screen accurate, I guess you could say, proton pack for the Kenner figures, and you guys have seen that plenty of times, but I wanted to show you my first attempt at this. I have since refined this design a little bit, and then, you know, I've refined the thrower and whatnot, and there's still a couple of revisions I want to make, but overall I'm very happy with the way these have come out. Now, this thrower was redesigned partially. It was partially redesigned for SLA printing, which is why you see those bands running along the side. This was SLA printed on my newer Mars printer that I've been, I got an Elegoo Mars, and I've been toying with it for a little while, but as you can see, the inside is hollowed out. This isn't exactly like the original. I just wanted to make it structural on the inside, you know, give it a good base. But I have again further refined this design. Now I'm going to show you this thrower once again. It doesn't have very many details. It just kind of, you know, enough to look like the cartoon thrower, and then have a little bit of structure underneath. So there's that. Now, this new pack, which you saw earlier in the video, is very heavily redesigned. It features a hook for a trap pedal combo. The trap has been redesigned, and I'll show you that in a second here. The trap has been redesigned so that there is a peg hole on the bottom of it. There are, if I can get it into focus here, there are some smaller details. I don't know how well you can see, but there's there we are. There are some cuts into the frame of the trapdoor itself, and there's a little bit of depth added to the gauge. There is a screen for the front of the gauge. There are smaller details added to the side of the pack, namely the buttons that you would see in the show, and those, if I can get the light to hit it right, you can see 4 individual buttons on the side. Keep dropping stuff. This is the hole that allows you to connect some cord to, and then the thrower itself has been heavily redesigned as well. It still has that same hole on the bottom, but you can see there's a step on the back now. Oops, I can't stop dropping things. I've removed the underside handle. There are some buttons on the back of the thrower box, or of the side box with the adjustment knob. The front adjustment knob actually has, I don't know how well you can see that, but it has its own little detail carved into the side. The top remains pretty much the same. I need to paint the light so it looks right. And the other side has a knob on it as well as a box on the side, and this one just doesn't have the knob or the right dimension box. Otherwise, it's still structurally the same thrower. And again, here's the pack by itself. It's got pegs on either side for the thrower and for the trap, and again a hook for the trap cable. Now I will be redesigning the second attempt proton pack that I had made, that looks a little bit more screen accurate, and I'll be adding the same features to the top sides of that pack and designing it for SLA printing as well. I don't know if I'm going to go into heavy production on these. I might do a run of 12, but if you're interested, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.